Let's talk to Heather Binning, founder of Women's Rights Network. Story in the paper today about JK Rowling having a go at Marks and Spencer's, saying that we should boycott them because it turns out there was a trans M&S worker who tried to help a 14-year-old girl pick a bra. Extraordinary stuff. Heather, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike.
This seems to me to be absolutely beyond the pale, doesn't it? How is it possible for a man, effectively, to be anywhere near a 14-year-old girl wearing and choosing underwear?
This is quite outrageous, isn't it? Yes,
Yeah.
another outrageous story. The poor girl that has suffered for this went, with her mother in all good faith. And the apology that M&S seemed to have issued to the mother doesn't they've not taken any responsibility for this being their fault. They aim to be an inclusive environment for their colleagues, shop workers, and their customers. Well, this is hugely exclusive. This is what they're not seeing. They should, I assume, an organisation like M&S will know absolutely what their customer base is, how it's made up, and they know it's made up of women and women that take in the lingerie department, women that take the young girls along there for their first bra fittings. I understand that this man was not specifically assigned to that department, and therefore questions why was he there?
Right.
What sanctions now is he being? Is he being given some training in equality legislation? Or all the staff?
Right.
We had a member yesterday who went into an M&S store and asked about in the fitting rooms in the lingerie department, and spoke to lovely members of staff that were really uncomfortable with this policy that protected women and girls from men. Because men are allowed in the changing rooms now. They're no longer male and female changing rooms. They are fitting rooms, unisex fitting rooms. The staff members are very uncomfortable with this. It is wrong that the executives can sit in an ivory tower and say, well, let's be inclusive, let's allow men to carry out these functions, but the people that are actually dealing with the front line of it are not getting any help and support or proper guidance. They're really, on the whole, they're uncomfortable. I dare say there's few women in the land that would be happy with a man fitting them for a bra.
Exactly right. And what about the Supreme Court ruling? I mean, what effect has that had on these kind of situations? Because surely that would have been made it pretty clear that a man who thinks he's a woman shouldn't be in that situation.
Well, of course it does. There's the privacy, dignity, and safety of women and girls. And they do get around it by having just a unisex fitting rooms. They think that that's all right. I dare say, I don't know for sure, but I dare say that they also are another organisation that are waiting for further guidance coming from the ECHR on this on the Supreme Court judgment before they act. They shouldn't. They don't need to. They can come out right now and change this policy and make that clear to their customers. This is not new. We've known for some years now that their changing room policies allow men to identify as women and use the facilities. We've written, our members have had campaigned outside stores. In fact, just in January this year, there was two things happened in January this year. There was a man arrested for voyeurism in a Marks and Spencer's changing room, and also some women in Wales canvassed female users of M&S as they were coming out the store, and 97% said no, they did not want men in the changing rooms, and certainly no, they did not want men in the bra fitting sections.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a bit of a no-brainer, really, isn't it?
It is an absolute no-brainer. It's a symptom of this man who, for whatever reasons, he is identifying as female. Now, it could be that he has nefarious reasons, or that he is satisfying a fetish that he has. It could be that he just thinks that he's more comfortable as a woman, but M&S are allowing this to happen, and it's come about because they have allowed him. They've said to him, yes, that's all right, you can identify as a woman, and we're quite happy with that as an employee. But what he doesn't, if he thinks he knows what it is to live as a woman, he's absolutely wrong, because what it is to live as a woman is that men do not approach young girls. Good men do not approach 14-year-old girls in particularly in any circumstances, but particularly in a lingerie department of M&S.
Absolutely right. Heather, I couldn't agree with you more. Absolutely incredible story, absolutely ridiculous story as well. It tells you how crazed this world has become. Heather Billing there, founder of the Women's Rights Network.